Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. It's kind of late. It's about 12:10. I was in here finished cleaning up my kitchen, so you hear my dishwasher in the background. I apologize for that, but I wanted to show you guys two clips from two different videos that I did. One I did a month ago, the other I did 2 months ago, concerning the cattle and farmers having to, well, ranchers having to sell off their cattle.
Where's the beef?
Because they can't afford to feed them. They can barely afford to give them water because they're dealing with a drought. So that situation is still going on, and I want to refresh your memory on that in urgency for you to go out and stock up on your beef. So if that was 1 and 2 months ago, you can see that things aren't getting any better with that situation. They are still dealing with that. There is still a severe drought, and we can only do what we can do. I always say that we can only do what we can do. So if you're at a point where you can afford to get extra beef to put in your home, go ahead and do that. You can can that beef and put it on the shelf for long term, or you can freeze it. But you need to be stocking up as much as possible. The price of that beef is going to be to the point where you're not going to be able to afford it. You'll see it in the store, maybe. And if you do, it may be too much for you to buy. Okay? Everything is going up. The price of chicken will also start to go up. Let's remember, we had the culling of millions of birds, chickens, turkeys. We had the culling of millions of them. And the struggle was real a few months back. And you'll see that in this video. Now, some stores here and there, you'll see a lot of chicken. But you will also see some stores have limits on, like, the chicken breast. Eventually, it will be limits on everything, okay? And I'm not saying that to make you afraid or make you rush out, go panic buy, do anything like that. I'm not telling you to do any of that. What I'm telling you to do is do what you can. Get what you can, okay? Because that price is not going to go down. And do it before they put those limits on there. So you guys, check this clip out. Leave me some comments down below, and I will talk to you in the next video. Y'all take care. I love you, but God loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you can be. When you are, go out and spread God's love. First, you need to love yourself so you'll understand what love is. So you'll know it when you see it, when you feel it, and you're able to return it and be kind to each other. Okay, so prep today so you are prepared for tomorrow. Drop that seed today so you can grow some food tomorrow. Get your backup stash set up, because nothing is promised, even if you grow that garden. Okay, we've been getting an excess of water, unlike Texas. And with that, that is destroying my garden. So anything could happen, whether it's animals attacking it, people taking from it, too much water, not enough water. Having that backup food supply of canned goods, canned vegetables, canned meat is very, very important. And canned meat is going to be very important because you may not be able to afford fresh beef in the store. So I hope this video was helpful, informative. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you'll know when I upload a video. Also, share the video out. That way your family and your friends will know what is going on, because you're not going to really see a lot of this on the news. All they're talking about is this person being subpoenaed, that person being subpoenaed, this person lying about this, that person lying about that. They're not going to tell you the important stuff of what you need to know for you and your family to thrive, not just survive, thrive, okay, in the midst of the shortages. Let's talk cattle. Ranchers are selling their cattle by the thousands, and they're selling them as fast as they possibly can. They cannot afford to feed them any longer. What does that mean for us? Our prices are about to shoot up even higher.
All around the state, with no food for the cattle, ranchers are selling their herds by the thousands.
But it could also mean higher beef prices for years to come.
It's another day at the Lampasas cattle auction. But you could say this day is extra busy.
Way more cows. We normally don't see quite as many cows here.
Andy Baumeister, who runs the auction, says record heat and drought have left cattle ranchers in a tough spot, and many are now trying to sell their cattle.
They're out of grass, out of water. Nobody's making any hay.
Terry Frakes owns a small herd of cattle just north of Lampasas. He usually grows his own hay.
I expect those 75 acres will produce 0 bales of hay this year.
So he'll have to buy some, and the latest bale to keep his herd fed wasn't cheap.
Last year I paid $60 a bale. That's a round bale. And I just bought some 10 days ago and paid $120.
Demand for ground beef has stayed with us, and that's kept some of the cull cows or older cow prices high, even though lots of people are selling.
Economist David Anderson says the impacts to selling so many cattle could keep beef prices higher for years.
I've always said, what happens around the world will eventually happen here. I just read an article where the UK is bracing for empty shelves. This is expected to last for years. And a farmer is quoted as saying the reasons behind it is, of course, Russia, Ukraine. Everybody's going to blame Russia and Ukraine. Also, the cost of living. The high amount that people are paying now in fuel and paying in food is affecting everyone's wallet and pocketbook. This is serious. We already have a shortage of so many things right now. And this whole Ukraine-Russia war it's just dragging on and on and on. In the beginning, everybody was like, yeah, go and support. But now we got these high prices of fuel here, food continuously going up. Then we have, on top of that, poultry being culled left and right, millions of birds. Now we have the high cost of what? Eggs, high cost of chicken, turkey, meat. Ridiculous. When I went to the meat market, I spoke to the gentleman. You can check that video out if you want to. And he was saying how difficult it is now to even find turkey wings. He was like, I don't have the little small turkey wings. All I have is these big jumbos. I said, I don't care. Give me what you have. So guys, continue to get what you need. This is not getting any better, okay? With the cost of fuel going up, we have truckers that are stuck on the side of the road, running out of fuel, running on fumes, trying to just make it to the next drop, just to save some money, trying to find the cheapest fuel that they can find, which I don't think that's out there at all. People are struggling to make the ends meet up. This country is on the verge of collapse. They don't want to call it a recession. They don't want to even say we're on the verge of a depression. But if you're awake, you see what's going on around you. You see that mainstream media is not really giving you all the info that you need. And you have to turn to other people. But trust your gut. Do your own research. And once you do, you'll know what you need to do for your family. And if you don't, I have videos. Other people have videos. Just get something done, you guys. This is becoming high alert, okay? We have shortage of staff, employees, pilots. The economy is tanking. Whether you see it or believe it, it is. Slowly but surely, we're falling right on back into the same situations that took place in 2008. People are going to lose their homes. People are going to lose their jobs. Some people going to lose their mind. And some people might sadly take their lives. Don't say it can't happen, because it has happened before. I went into Sam's Club yesterday with my family, not to record. My husband needed to get some stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm taking the day off. I'm not recording anything. But when we got to the meat department, and it was about 5 o'clock, all the chicken was gone except for one pack. We weren't going for that, but when I saw it, I said, I gotta show it. I gotta show it. And so here's a few clips of what I found in that store. And also, it wasn't a lot of people in there. It was about 5:30, something like that. It wasn't a lot of people in there at all. Their eggs were running low. Usually you see more behind it waiting to get put out. There was nothing back there, you guys. And I know people are saying, well, they're going to charge $12 for eggs. That's $1 an egg. And then they came out and said, no, we didn't say that. We didn't say you're going to have to pay $12 for eggs. Y'all, eggs are going up. Whether it's $12, $10, or $8, they going up. It doesn't matter. It's still going to hurt our pocketbooks and our purses. Marbling? Yeah, that one has more marbling in it. This is...
There's no doubt that the current very serious situation with the awful war that's going on in Ukraine is going to exacerbate that. So I don't think this is a passing situation. There's obviously many multifactorial reasons why that's been happening, and it's very complicated, and it's only my view as a farmer, which obviously isn't as a professional within the industry, but I think, yes, we may be for certainly I call the medium term. I'm not saying it's a long term thing, but I certainly would say foresee for the next couple of years. I think we're going to still have the gappy shelves, and be very conscious of that.
All the water that they had just a few days ago that I usually get, all gone. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm not going to stop every time you want me to stop.